everybody!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to AJ's Game Corner.
As y'all know, I'm AJ.
I'm Ian Blake Salazar.
And today we are...
finally got the power bombs.
Whoa, are we both shouting?
AJ, I'm always shouting for the stream. Because that's kind of how we...
No, it's just I have my hearing aid in for the first time in a long time. And so everything sounds so much louder.
Yeah. That's why you need to put your hearing aid in, AJ.
So that I can, mentally adjust to the volume. It sounds, everything is so loud.
Yes, that's the world, AJ.
Welcome to the world. Yes, If, how can I help you?
I thought I needed a power bomb for that.
You really just shot yourself through the window.
Yeah, I guess I just need a power bomb for this.
Let's let Dark Samus get that. Oh, and then what's she doing? It's not.
Also, did you notice those were Dark Pirate Commandos?
Yeah, I noticed. And she killed them.
Yeah, meaning she's not on the ink side either.
No, she's kind of on her own side, I think. It's concerning.
Oh. DNA target confirmed. Dark Samus, energizing herself, building internal supply of phazon energy to dangerously high levels.
Well, that's not good. One turns into ball and goes to the
Dangerous man here.
I really thought that that was the... Oh, you go through the window!
Oh, what? I don't know. It just opened itself. I feel like we're about to...
Proximity!
Yeah, proximity. But it doesn't flow, which is weird. Normally proximity doors flow now. She's gone. He's gone. And well, it's gone.
It's gone. What is Dark Samus?
Dark Samus is Metroid Prime, used with Samus DNA.
Metroid Prime is...
No, Metroid Prime was the thing we saw in the crater. It's...
QW, hey all, hope you're having a great day. We're hoping you're having a great day too.
Stomp in Heaven?
Stomp in Heaven says, me again. Hello, Stomp in Heaven.
No, because the end of the last one we saw Metroid Prime, which was a Metroid highly mutated by phazon. And Dark Samus is a combination of Metroid Prime trying to survive by copying Samus's DNA in its last seconds, essentially. And attaching itself to Samus's dark suit. Oh. Hello again. I believe this is our second fight.
Yes, we are doing okay. We are a little bit tired. We were up until 2 o'clock in the morning our time.
Yes.
For a very important reason. You might not have known this. There was this crazy thing going on for about a year. These two incredibly talented guys did a lot of foolishness and falderall. And then defeated it all. And that happened last night at midnight American 2 a.m. our time. I watched the full 12 hours go by because I thought it was necessary. Sad. It was bittersweet actually. It was sad and uplifting at the same time. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Hi. Your voices are pretty hard to hear.
Oh, we need to...
Okay. First of all, I will turn down the volume on the television behind it.
That's not the problem. The problem is the microphone is pretty higher.
Right, yes. Okay, so... By the way, there doesn't seem to be any,
That's the wrong audio, AJ. It's on a different audio track lower down.
So, oh, it is. Because it shouldn't be going into yellow, right?
Yellow's fine. Oh, hello.
Okay.
Back to the normal world.
Alright, so we'll do a voice check again. Actually, I'm gonna take this into the other room and listen to it. So you just keep talking.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking while I take on Dark Samus as she's cruising around like a maniac. Nope, that's not. You.
It's not so much that our voices are quiet, it's the background audience is like overpowering.
Got it. Well then, that's a different issue. I want to. Where are you? I want to hit you. Okay, never mind. I don't want to hit you anymore.
Alrighty. So I have adjusted the audio. Please let me know if that is better. I hope it's better.
Where'd you go?
What?
Dark Samus, where'd you go?
Dark Samus. Hi, Sif baby. Good boy. He's just staring at me. He's doing this thing where he just stands there and stares.
Staring at me. Menacingly!
You're also speaking in a very low.
Dark Samus is being annoying.
It's okay, definitely better. You have such when you go into your lower register that you do. Actually, this is my normal voice, but I am getting off it.
Gosh dang it, Dark Samus.
Go exist.
Go high, I go low, and I go
Boom
low.
shakalaka. Hi, Sam.
Oh gosh dang, so those actually hurt.
Good boy.
That's nice.
Come here, good boy.
They really thought of everything in this very self-contained tiny arena.
Come here. Come on.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, good boy. Oh, yes, you
Are you doing this again, seriously?
Look at him. Look at the puppy.
I see him. He's coming up.
Yes, he wants your attention.
He wants my attention while I'm streaming.
Yeah, he
As
usually
always.
does. Like, he'll go over, he'll ignore us, like, a lot. He'll lay under the table and be like, I'm done with you humans. And then we'll get on to stream and he'll be like, why aren't you paying attention to me now?
Dark Samus. Oh my gosh, Dark Samus. Stop being so squirmy wormy.
So anywho, how is y'all's day going? Wow, they are really playing ping pong.
And then she's gonna womp.
And by ping pong, I meant pinball.
There we go.
Nice!
Goodbye. For a second
She
time.
looks like she has a migraine.
Basically.
All the phase-on energy is leaking out through the cracks.
Once again.
There can only be one true Samus.
Yeah, I don't. With what happened with the last one, do you really think we already took care of her?
No, of course not. I'll believe it when the game ends, and even then, probably not entirely.
There's gotta be something. You can't be stuck up here. You can't. Aha. Obviously, out the window we go, and okay.
You know.
What?
It's a good thing you don't die when you go off the edge because.
Yeah, this isn't Doom 2016. Doom Eternal doesn't do it either. Hello. Spider tracks. Spider tracks. Spider tracks. Track whatever a spider can do.
That exploded. Spider ball.
It is a spider ball. Oh.
Oh, is this gonna be a jump puzzle? Oh. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Ease that ass thing.
That, and then hop over there, I'm assuming. Yep.
Whee!
And then we get that light. Go back to the real world. Hey, that's insensitive. The Ings world is just as real as the light world.
It won't be when we're done.
But it won't be when we're done. Is that? That's gonna be the thing, huh? Yeah, that's the thing.
Moya?
That's the thing, alright.
Moisel?
Congratulations. We just got the Echo Visor.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Echo Visor.
I do not remember the Echo Visor. What is the Echo Visor?
Well, you wouldn't because it wasn't in the first game. They had
Why?
thermal and X-ray, and in this one they have dark and echo.
And echo is like echolocation? Oh, I do not like this.
And then that unlocked that. And so now...
What?
What? There were things sending signals that we couldn't see. I mean, I guess probably if we knew where they were, we might be able to get away with it. That's actually... Fun fact, Metroid Prime 1, those invisible platforms that are moving, if you know the maps by heart, you could jump on them without using the visor.
Well, you should be able to because the visor doesn't bring them in and out of existence. It just enables you to see them.
Which is probably why they have the dark visor, because they're like... Oh, they're smart. I get it.
I do not like this viewing screen. I do not.
This is actually a very interesting viewing screen.
No, this is awful.
Wait a second. Interesting. All doors unlocked.
No, I hate that.
So that's a new enemy.
What? The visor itself?
No. What? No, the invisibility creature thing.
Invisibility creature.
Yeah. And now... Lock.
Okay, it's gonna require you to do other things. Really shooting at it did not work.
Wait. You have to shoot. I don't get it.
Well,
Let's see here. What does this say? Object Echo Gate. Sonic detection gear needed to interface with this gate. Shoot the Echo Gate with a sonic pulse to learn the combination of its sonic locks. Unlock the locks in the sequence to advance. Oh, wait a second. Is there another lock up there? Is that what's going on?
no, okay, wait. When it shoots, it shows you the first.
Lock, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's bouncing up that direction up to where the higher ground is. Let's go up to the higher ground. What the heck? So the other echo gate must, because it's 4 locks, meaning there's 4 keys. So that's got to be up here somewhere. I see those 3 there.
I'm so confused.
No, it just bounces back. Okay.
Wait, you don't have to use the echo on it. Use it on there, see which one lights up.
No, because I only see these 3 keys. And even when we were like blocked by walls, you can see the keys through walls. So 1, 2, 3. So there's got to be more to this puzzle than meets the eye. So if that's the case, I'm almost certain that's the next path, but hold on.
What is this light?
See, because you can see all 3 anyways.
So one of them is locked behind something?
One of them's got to be locked behind another puzzle somewhere.
So you have to solve a puzzle to get to the puzzle?
Yeah. There are other echo gates that we can go through first, right? Because, let's see here. Where was another echo gate? Oh, in the dark world. In the dark world. If I can get to the dark world.
What is it? He's looking at me. Look at him.
In the dark world, this room has an echo device. So we could, in theory, go to that one first instead.
Do you think he needs water?
I don't know.
Did you give him water with breakfast this morning?
I did.
How much?
A cup. A cup of water.
He keeps on licking his lips. I think he needs more water. I will be right back.
Unit is unstable, cannot be destroyed by conventional force. So, we're gonna keep on moving. How's the chat been, AJ?
Quiet.
I don't believe you. I should have known that AJ was plotting to take over.
I don't have to take over my own channel.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your channel. My allegiance is to YouTube, to democracy. Sorry.
Those are 2
Completely different things. Completely different. Let's swim across. Oh, wait a second here. No, that goes back down. That's right. We need to go through the light door. That is this direction. Open up.
All right.
Doors open.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, now we're actually in the dynamo, but in the dark world. Unless we have to solve something in the dark world in order to fix the light. I can't.
Now here's my question. How many more temple keys and gate keys do we need?
Temple keys, we need a total of, there's 9. Oh, this is just a hole.
Actually, better yet, go to your logbook, because the logbook will tell us.
temple keys, like which temple? Oh. Which temple are we talking about here? Because the Sky Temple, we need a total of 9.
Sif, this is mine.
I'm just gonna do this. This should clear the noise.
Hi, look at him. This is my food. This is my food.
Oh, we got one of the keys. We got one of the keys.
This is my. Look at him.
I believe this is
mine. You already ate. This is mine.
Sif.
Don't look at me like that. It's mine. No, it's mine. Stop it. No matter how much you look at me, I'm not giving it to you. This is my cheese. He's like Baby Yoda. He's cute and evil at the same time. It's like he doesn't want me to eat. No. No. No.
inventory. Here it is. It's going to be keys. Miscellaneous. Dark Temple to keys. Sky Temple, we only have 1, which is key number 6. Whereas Ing Hive, that's what it is. We're in the Ing Hive.
Don't look at me like I
them.
betrayed you. This was always my food. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
It's this way. Interesting. Okay. So we have a couple options. Let's...
Look at how despondent he is once he realized that it's gone. He's like sinking down.
What's this? Oh, this is the 1 key required. Okay, so we found where the keys are going to go.
Okay.
For Sanctuary Fortress.
Alright. I guess what I was trying to figure out was where along the process we got.
No, seriously? Oh my gosh. They did that tricksy little Hobbit seas thing.
Which is?
The platforms don't always move in one direction. They will move in. They will change their direction after some time. So I'm like here jumping, like I'm like, yeah, I'm about to make it, and then suddenly the platforms move, and I'm like, wait a second
Do you
here.
want up? Is that what it is, Sif? You want up?
Yes, he does. Mainly because he saw that there was food up there at one point.
Yeah, I know. You. Come here.
What's this?
Come here, good
Oh.
boy. Come here, good boy. Yeah. Come on. Good boy. Good boy.
You want to try to go? I don't think you guys really understand what's going on here.
He's like, I know you put the wrapper over there. Can I eat the wrapper?
Oh, missile ammo. Dang. That's unfortunate.
Good boy.
This only has the ammo.
Good boy. Yes. That is very important.
So we're missing 1 key. We've unlocked the Echo Visor. So that should assist us in discovering the last key. Yeah, I don't care enough.
Good boy, yes you are.
Probably should. I'm down 3 tanks.
Yeah, you really should find like a save room or something that's gonna replenish you. QW, shooting crates with the beams will give you ammo too. Glad you found this. Whoa.
Yep. Okay, there we go. New area. Come on. Oh, save spot. Of course, because there was
He's
a
like, if I'm not allowed to steal stuff off the table, then I don't want to be on the couch at all. What is it?
He's like, wait a second here. But...
You got down of your own volition. I got myself food. You tried to steal my food. It didn't work. You cannot steal the wrapper. It's what it is, Sif. It's what it is.
So now we need... Okay, so that's actually locked.
You're a good boy. You're a greedy boy, but you're a good boy.
So I guess we can go down that this time Because yes, there was more echoes down that way.
Okay, but I did not actually see what I was looking for when you checked the logbooks.
What? The number of keys?
The total like percentage completion we're at for everything.
Oh no, we're at like for items we're at like 58%.
Okay, for items we're at 58%. For logbook entries,
Logbook? Actually, remember. Wait a second.
because don't we need 100% completion on this game?
Yes, but not logbook doesn't actually really.
Logbook doesn't count towards completion?
Nope.
What? What? What weird universe is this where completion doesn't mean, you know, completion?
Do this whole thing over again because I was curious.
Jump puzzle.
Yum.
What?
What? Jump puzzle yum. What? I thought it was pretty obvious what I just said.
What's I feel. Was that a reference to something?
Red Robin.
What?
What?
How is that a reference to Red Robin?
Don't worry about it.
You make no sense.
You make no sense.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to make no sense.
Well, I mean, this channel doesn't make any sense anymore either.
No, you know, par for the course.
Isildur! Destroy it! No. Isildur!
He got a ball and he dropped the ball and he's looking for us to throw the ball, and it's really funny because literally slept for the 2 hours leading up to the stream.
Yeah, he did.
But the moment that we started streaming, now he's like, why aren't you paying attention to me?
Okay, so where? That was a dead end, and we already solved that. There's a power bomb room there. There's a power bomb room there. There's a power bomb room. We gotta go get that power bomb room. This had the dark, right? Yeah. Oh no.
You're not gonna make that. Nope. Weed! Weed! Constant color changing scheme.
Okay, so
Drives me
we
nuts.
have to go down then. What's that? That's ammo. Yeah. We
Yeah.
go down to get to the power bomb.
So you have to go fast.
Yes!
Bam!
Okay, really
What
quick.
is that? Did you not see that?
There's something there. What's down here? Save room. Yeah, I could go save really fast.
Yeah, especially since there's like a smoke demon in front of you.
Smoke demon, that's literally what all the ing are. Have you been paying attention?
I have been. I don't like them.
It doesn't matter if you like them. Sif!
Sif, stop messing with your bandage. Oh my gosh.
Hi, adorable pup. What's up?
You're going to be the death of me, puppy. You can't mess with your veterinary bandage. They have to poke you again on Monday to put another one in, and you just have to stop messing with it.
They're not going to poke him in the same leg, though.
Are you sure?
That's what they told me.
They're gonna rotate legs?
Yep, so that way it doesn't affect.
So it'll give one a chance to heal?
Yeah. Oh, I got it. It's gonna be a.
Cool, so we can rotate which leg we have to get him to leave the heck alone.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? Why am I stuck? That was odd.
You know, it's really weird. He didn't mess with it this much when they actually had the thing attached to his leg. But now that they took the thing out, he keeps on trying to lick the spot where it was.
Ooh, these are new.
Scary things?
Can you actually scan them? Thank you. Gosh.
Alrighty.
they can't survive in light. That's why they live in a dark world. Oh, hello. Nope. Interesting. Okay. So where do we go from here? That's right, there's a portal up here.
Ah!
Huh.
Yeah, Plush Minister, welcome, Plush Minister. Hey AJ, hey Ian, Unis Honest ended this morning. Yes, we know. I watched the full 12-hour live stream leading up to the deletion of the channel.
I watched as much of that.
He had to work, so he got to watch the first couple of hours and then the last several hours. But yeah, we were there for the pressing of the button. I don't know if you saw in the Discord, I had my final toast to them. Posted it on the Twitter too, my final toast to Unis Honest. It feels really weird because, like, Ian this morning was saying, you know, we should put something on to watch, and my first response was, there is nothing to watch anymore.
Main research.
It's gone.
Main research. That's it. Main research. That's the next area.
Yeah, I did what Ian did. I'm
So
glad that I
work
stayed for
back.
the whole 12 hours.
Get to there,
It
and
was
then we can. Okay.
it was a grueling 12 hours, but at the same time, it was very cathartic. They talked a lot about their experiences. They brought in a ton of fan art throughout the whole thing. They called a lot of the people they'd worked with throughout the year.
By the
They had
way,
every single one of their editors had their own compilation for the edits that they worked on that they liked the most.
you know, Anthony doesn't understand the concept.
Anthony doesn't understand the concept, but you know, that's okay. It's because it had, like, part of me was like, I wish it was still there, but the other part of me knows that if it was still there, then it wouldn't have been what it was, which is this one.
Part of me was like, I wish it was still there, but it wouldn't have been what it was.
I mean, it would have diminished it. It would have diminished it because, as Anthony said, you know, oh, they did all this and they're just getting rid of content, yada yada yada. And like, yes, but it wasn't about making content. It was about creating an experience.
Yeah. And
the experience, you either were there for the experience or you weren't there for the experience.
I swear, if there's like another channel that does it later on in the future, similar to that, and Anthony's like, oh my gosh, this channel, this
I'll be like, nah. I don't know that any other channel will ever be able to really get it right because they really just had the perfect master of. They weren't so serious that they weren't enjoying it. They were definitely doing fun nonsense.
Well, it definitely felt like this is being deleted in a year, so
we can do it. It was like we have free reign to do whatever we want because it's ours. Watched the first couple of minutes, but then I made it to the last 5 hours. Yeah, there was some of my favorite things happened right around the 2-hour mark, which was when they watched all. That was 2 hours and 20 minutes in was when they watched and reacted to all the compilations. I know they reshowed one of the compilations towards the end, but they were just showing that well Mark and Ethan ran to the bathroom. They didn't actually. The first time I watched it, Mark and Ethan were reacting because they were seeing the compilations for the first time.
Well, also a lot of the videos they were seeing for the first time.
Oh yeah, but because I didn't realize they had not even watched all of their own videos. Mark and Ethan did not have time to watch all of Mark and Ethan's videos. Ethan just needs a little more freaking time. Yeah. Yeah. What I gotta say, like, they did a lot, especially the last 2 weeks. Like the last 2 weeks when they really flipped the tone for the last couple of weeks, it really made me realize that it was ending, and also made me think about just these are two guys, and yes, they do have a decent sized team of editors, but this is not a AAA studio. This is not a top tier entertainment production company. This is two friends and some of, you know, just they're a small group at their team. Well, three because.
By the way.
Yeah.
Really quick question.
Yes.
Because we talked about it before.
Yeah. We're not deleting our channel.
No. No, not that. No, I'm not talking about that.
I do want to cull our old videos, though. Yeah.
No, not even that. I'm talking about we were talking about possibly extending. So are we doing that this week?
I was not planning.
But okay.
I was not planning on it this week. I was planning to start the extension after finals.
No.
No?
No. We start this week or we don't start at all.
Excuse me, sir?
You heard me.
Look, I need to be practical.
Yeah, sure. Practical.
I want you to take a quick look around the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. No.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the game, AJ.
Yeah. But anywho, okay, but I was in the middle of saying something when you did that.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No anymore.
Stop it. No, but I mean, like, that's what I'm really thinking, and they didn't have, like, a massive team. They didn't have somebody else writing their scripts for them. They didn't have an unlimited, like, studio budget that they were using. I mean, they probably could have. I'm sure that they could have. Well, I have no idea what they can afford because I don't know. I know that a lot of his live streaming stuff for charity. That's not stuff he's keeping. But I mean, my point is that they're not spending hordes and hordes and hordes of money on it, and yet they made so much. And it made me look back at my last year and. And I'm just thinking about what I've done in the last year, and I've realized that most of my last year has been vicariously living through other people.
Yeah.
I've been there for the ride, but I can't say I watched every video, but I've been there for the final week. I said to myself, I know I didn't watch the channel often, but it wouldn't feel right not to
Oh
just
my
be
gosh,
there
you stupid.
for the final week.
No!
Hey, that live stream was the first time I heard the Barrel song, and the only time I'd watched the Barrel song the day before yesterday when I was going through and like I had wanted to marathon the whole channel. That was my plan initially, was that I was going to marathon the whole channel, and I was just like, I don't have time between my channel, between keeping life in order, between taking care of Civ and working on my law school stuff. I just did not have time to marathon the channel, but I was trying to pick different things, and I saw that was like a music video, and I did that, and it made me sad. That one really made me sad because it was the Barrel. There's some videos that I will definitely miss that I would have loved to share with other people.
Especially their first video?
Their second video. That was their second video. I know which one you're talking about. That was not their first video, and I will never share that one with anybody. Well, now I can't share it with anybody. The escape room is one that I would have wanted to share. Partially just because I was trying to convince people to do an escape room with me along the way.
Okay, and now,
there was a lot of them.
Mr. I'm stuck and I can't get out.
Yeah, I was tempted to download that song before they left, but it didn't feel right. I agree, and that was one that I would love to listen to that some more. Especially since I did not listen to it often enough to have it memorized. And I wish I did. I wish I'd been able to listen to it enough that I could recreate it in my head. You gotta be careful. Markiplier said he will straight up come after anybody that does that.
What? Really?
It's illegal now. It's been banned in all countries and all planets.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought.
Well, I know that like the video where he said that wasn't there, but he said he will personally show up at the door of anybody who does that to take them out. So.
But I thought they said that they were okay with the memes. That became one of the memes.
Yeah, no, but specifically the Dance of Italy, if anybody performs it, Mark will show up at your door and destroy you personally.
Well, I'm not performing it. I'm just referencing it.
Yeah. No, and I felt the same way with like a lot of their stuff. I was like, oh, part of me wants to keep this just for my personal. But then I'm like, no, because that would violate the whole spirit of what they were doing. But I realized most of my last year I've been living vicariously through other people, and that there are a couple of things that have happened in my life, but for the most part, life has been happening around me rather than to me for this past year, and that I've been a passive participant in my own life, and I don't know, it's like something about what they did and how they did it, and especially those. I don't. It makes me want to do more, I guess. It makes me want to be more of an active participant in my own life. The first video they made, I couldn't even watch anymore before it was deleted because it was age restricted.
Well, it showed up on the live stream.
It was on the live stream, yeah.
It was in the first hour of the live stream.
Yeah, they that was one of the things that that made me really glad, because I also missed several videos.
I missed that. That's what I missed. I had the dark visor out instead of the sonic visor.
Yeah, I'd also missed several of their videos. The He-Who video. I had not seen the He-Who video, and I'd seen all of the fan art for it, and just never got around to watching the video, so I was really happy that they showed that. But so it was like, it was, I don't know. And I'm trying to imagine, like, in the future, we'll never really be able to explain to anybody who wasn't there what it was.
Yeah.
Like,
and then we'll be able to be like Memento Mori or any of the other quotes, and people will just be like, ah.
You'll know when people recognize it or when people don't, and nobody will be able to be like, oh, let me go look it up. Be like, you can't look it up anymore.
It's gone.
It's gone. Like so many things, it's just. No, but that's the crazy part, is like, so much of what we know about what people went through or what was important to people or what experience people had, like, this was an experience that 4.5 million people shared in, that there will be no record of. Like, 20, 30 years from now, the world will, like, there are some things that will last 100 years from now just because the internet is the internet, but this is one of those things that, like, 4.5 million people around the planet experienced that will not be in records anywhere, and that's just really weird to think about.
You stupid drone. Oh, I get it now. I get it. It's not bombing.
Like, when it ended, I realized my entire childhood is ending soon. I'm turning 17 in 2 more days. Wow. First of all, happy early birthday, Plush. And second of all, no, I remember there were certain birthdays that hit me harder than others as I was growing up. I think the first one was, ironically, not my 16th birthday, but my 17th birthday. And the reason was because everybody talks about, oh, you're sweet 16, you're sweet 16. Like, as soon as you pass the age of 16, all of a sudden you're old.
Wait a second here.
And then the next one was my 19th birthday, because you're not 18 anymore. And then my 21st birthday, which I did not go drinking on, because that was just never a thing that was important to me. But it just certain. It's every single time you hit a milestone, it, like, or actually, it's not hitting the milestone; it's leaving the milestone. It's just you will start looking back and thinking about what you have or have not had the chance to do, but it's...
You stupid, stinky, mechanical boy. That's what I thought.
Wow.
What?
Wow. No, 'cause I don't know. I know that this this upcoming year I'm going to do more. Because even when the lockdown went in place, my thought was, because I try to be optimistic, I'm like, okay, silver lining, I'm going to be home all the time now, so I'm actually going to start
doing stuff
and getting stuff done, and then nothing happened.
Yeah,
and then,
nothing did happen.
You know,
but...
you don't have to say it in that tone of voice. Like, you don't have to be rude about it. You're a jerk. I love you, but that was vindictive and unnecessary. No, but we, yeah, it makes me think just how long I've been here with you guys. I was 13 when I first joined the channel. 13. Wow.
There we go. Finally, one of you is wrecked.
This is sick. First of all, I think you were, I believe, one of our youngest viewers on the channel when we started, because most of the people that we knew were already like towards the end of high school. We had some people that were in college. We had a couple people that were like in their 40s, which surprised me when I found that out. But I think you were the youngest viewer on the, one of the youngest. I think there were maybe like 2 or 3 that were younger than you, that showed up a couple of times. But then you stuck around the longest, and I actually can't think back on the channel, like all the way back to the beginning. Like, I can't think of anything we've done on the channel that
was before Flash.
That was before. Well, I don't think there was anything before Flash, because we started with the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, but Flash wasn't there at Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, not for the first one.
No. But
yeah, no, you are embedded on the history of this channel, whether you know it or not.
You mechanical menace! I am going to destroy you and make your servos become nothing but paperclip weights.
And no, and I remember the first, like, really, I thought there was some younger, like Sans and Peppa. I actually do not know how old Sans and Papyrus are. I have no idea how old they were.
No, I thought they were older than that.
I thought there were some people that well, and also I made some assumptions. There were some people that I assumed that they were older because of the types of stuff that they said that they were working on.
Yeah.
With regards to, like, coding and everything like that. Although, there are some fairly young coders now. Like, everybody in your mod community.
Yeah, I found out.
He found out that, like, the leader of his mod community is still in high school, and it's hit him hard a little bit, because he's like, what have I been doing with my life?
No, it's fine, though.
No, but... No, because I remember when I first watched a Plush Minister video. Do you remember? We're like, you know, he's been on our stream a lot. We really need to go check out some of his videos. And I remember watching your videos for the first time and thinking that I did not... I mean, I had been messing with the camera. I had different technology available to me because smartphones really didn't become a thing until I was graduate. Actually, I think college. I still had a flip phone up through my like sophomore year of college.
Gosh, this room. I remember this
room
now.
But just think about what I was doing, and I'm like, I did not make this kind of stuff back then.
And I could open that up.
And I didn't take my first cinematography, the actual like cinematography type stuff, until I was probably like 17 or 18 years old. And I remember thinking, wow, there's this 13-year-old kid that is making the kind of videos that I was just starting to think about when I was 17 or 18, and that I didn't do anything about until I was in my mid-20s. And I just remember... Yeah, that's too far back. If I watched live streams back in 2015, I most likely would have been watching your content since the beginning. Yeah, well, I mean, because our channel's not that old. Our channel is only like 4.5 years old. No,
Twilight.
4. Is it even 5 years old? I think it is only 4 years old.
Yeah. Hold on. Few that remained gathered in the temple there, but all but Umas, the last sentinel of Aether, entered into life-preserving stasis. There they would remain, to be released once the Ing were destroyed, or to sleep forever. His people safe, Umas prepared before the last terrible assault, in the silence of the great temple, he prayed for salvation, for deliverance from the terror of the Ing.
So this was our fifth year anniversary, right? This past
Don't
October,
believe so.
Was it?
Because we had a whole conversation about that with someone. They were like, "Oh, you're four something years old. This is your birthday," and you were like, "No, our birthday is Halloween." And he's
No,
like,
because the first thing I did.
"So I thought."
Because I'm saying here's where I'm coming from. Our very first.
It would be fourth year. Wouldn't it?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be fourth year?
Because we would have had one anniversary in the old apartment, and then two anniversaries
in the other apartment. But you started it the last year of college, so.
Did I come before we hit the?
Huh?
I don't regret making those videos. I regret not being able to finish what I started, but hey, it's all right. I really should write the lore down before I forget it all, though. Yeah, I know how you feel. No, I just remember seeing that because of course my mind was being like a combination of being in awe and then also doing the critical thing that my mind always does, which is like, oh, I wonder if Flush knows about this stop motion technique, or that. And then I was pausing. And I was like, wait a second, that's too much to be putting on a 13-year-old. But I was like, there was so much there that I started thinking about, like, the minute things that, like, once you learn this technique, you'll be able to do this, and once you learn this technique, you'll be able to do this, because you were already doing so much more
you can stand
than
on top
I did
of them
when I
when they're
was
spinning. Huh,
10 years older than you were at the time. And it was incredibly impressive just to have the kind of, first of all, the discipline to be filming and editing and releasing videos, like,
Get wrecked.
almost routinely. It was very impressive. Also very intimidating. I was like, what have I been doing with my life? But yeah, no, it was cool. I'm going to grab my phone, see if I can find out. And I think the answer is, I'm gonna look to when the 50 subscriber video was, which is one of the videos that I'm planning on deleting. And I have
Sonic Detective. Shoot the Echo Gate with a sonic pulse to learn the combination.
Sort by
It's blocks.
oldest. Yeah, so October 30th, 2015. So it is 5 years. Yeah, October 30th, 2015.
Say, I don't understand what.
I'm
what
sorry,
I'm
I just
doing
had
wrong.
like an existential crisis. The YouTube video editor. I could have chosen a way better editor to use. So glad that editor is gone because nobody should ever have to use that. Yeah, we still have it, but it's not exactly the same and is less intuitive for the best, though. The only time I've ever used the YouTube editor is when I just needed to trim the beginning and the ends of my video.
I don't understand. AJ, could you look up what I'm doing wrong here? Because this is Sonic Detection Gear.
Yes.
I'm clicking it, and it's doing nothing. The only thing I could think of is if the last beam is also part of that, but I didn't think it was.
Is there a secondary trigger option?
No, there's not.
Alrighty. At your request.
It's Sonic Gates.
Sonic
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Gates. You know this is gonna bring up Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Oh, I expected.
Metroid. Is this Metroid or Echo Gate? There we go. Okay. You know what it looks like then? I bet you hated using it. I'll be honest, like, I was fortunate in that at the time that I started the channel, I was already going to the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts. So because of that, I already had the Adobe suite, and I could do all my editing on there. The thing is with Adobe Suite, especially on the computer that I had back then, the render time is so long. So I could do a ton more with it, but then when I couldn't go from editing to publishing. I had to go from editing to rendering. Rendering could take up to 5 hours of just like me not being able to use my computer while it rendered, and then I had to upload it. So I did not use the YouTube editor to edit unless the only thing I had to do, like for our vlogs and whatnot back then, when literally the only thing was trimming 3 seconds off the top and like 2 seconds off the bottom. If that was the sum total of editing I needed, then I would use the YouTube editor, because then it would be faster. But anything more than that, no. I also use the YouTube editor to select my thumbnails. But that's about it. Okay, so
What does it say?
You need to shoot the Echolock to the Annihilator beam in a specific order.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay, never mind. I know exactly what I need then.
Each lock gives you a noise, and the door itself gives you the noise sequence.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But the problem is we don't have the Annihilator either.
Now imagine what I had to do if you forgot you couldn't add your own files to it. You had to upload the files to YouTube and then compile them all together using YouTube. Yeah, no, that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. And I used to get really frustrated. Like, if I wanted to make a very tiny... And I still get frustrated with this because this is still a thing. If I want to re-upload a video because I upload it and I realize that there's some minor corruption with the file or minor updating that I need to do, I wish I could upload the new video on top of the old one, essentially taking the old one down and putting the new one up. I guess I understand why they don't want people to do that, because people could abuse that system to, like, say they had a video with 100,000 views, they could take it down and put a different video back up, and it wouldn't be the same video that had gotten all of those views technically, and so it would be a false count, I guess, of the views. That's their premise. But my thought is, if it's essentially the same video, I would like to not have to delete the old one, lose all of those views, and put up a new one, and then have the upload date be wrong. Like, and that's why I never re-uploaded the Five Nights at Freddy's videos, honestly. I have all those videos, but if I put them up now, it'll look like it was new content, when really it was created 5 years ago. Also, the original Five Nights at Freddy's videos were pretty bad because I didn't know what I was doing back then. I think our first live stream had about a half an hour of technical difficulty
so
at the front.
There, up,
yeah,
middle, right, left, middle, right.
Up, middle, right, left, middle, right. That's what you just said.
I said left, middle, right. Is all I said.
Play it back. I'm pretty sure he said more than that.
I might have before I was actually saying the actual thing.
Well, I didn't know when you started saying it. I just repeated the sum total sequence of everything.
And that's all I was saying. Okay.
Speaking of, there is a game that I have discovered.
FTL?
Not FTL. You just said FTL. There's a game that I have discovered that is an older game. I have discovered it recently. I knew of its existence, but I'd never actually seen it played. And I am debating whether or not to play it for the channel. My concern is that it might be considered highly repetitive. The name of this game is Dragon Warrior Monsters. It is a Game Boy game. Actually, it's a Game Boy Color game. And Yeah, and I really want to play Dragon Warrior Monster, whether it's for the channel or not. I just really want to. But I was trying to see if that was something that anybody thinks would be fun on the channel, because we haven't really done like, yes, this is technically a nostalgia game, but we haven't done like an old nostalgia game for a while. Oh, and you couldn't save it either. If you screwed it up, you had to do it over. And God forbid you accidentally exited the tab. Oh no! No, I remember that. There was a program that I used to have that was called Windows Movie Maker. And it was a free program, and if you had Windows, you had Windows Movie Maker.
Yep, I remember Windows Movie Maker.
And it was incredibly easy to use if you were just doing simple edits. It was incredibly easy to use. You just arrange your clips, you cut where you wanted the cuts to be, you pasted where you wanted the paste to be. You could do your overline music track however you wanted. It was the fastest, easiest, most intuitive editing for like basic editing that there was. And it was free. And then all of a sudden Microsoft is like, you know what? Nobody uses Windows Movie Maker, and all of my editing just disappeared.
Yeah, that was basically my first edits when I first did on my other channel, my other channel.
Yep.
I started by creating cross music tracks between, can you guess which two games?
I remember. Do you remember when
No.
Avatar: Last Airbender came out? The tragedy that is the movie, not the TV show.
Yes, but you didn't.
Sorry,
okay.
I didn't. I thought you did.
No, I asked.
What?
I asked, can you guess which two franchises I was mixing music between?
Oh, Halo and Metroid.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I made several Haloid mixes, and that was back without headphones, so some of the mixes are very terribly mixed. But that's kind of how I learned how to use Audacity and just very basic stuff.
It could be fun. It could be a one-off stream if you're worried about repetitiveness. Also, by the way, Windows Movie Maker was better than that. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I liked Windows Movie Maker. I thought it was very easy to use. And, I don't know.
Once again, another example of. Can I say this out loud?
Microsoft killing its darlings?
No, I was going to say something else, and I'm like, can I say that out loud on YouTube, or will they actually come after me?
Oh, just YouTube taking a free thing and making it worse?
Well, I was going to expand it to Google, but taking a thing Microsoft does, but make it worse.
Yeah. No, what was I in the middle of saying?
Nothing. Silence. Ah! That actually hurt.
Well,
You actually bit down really hard. You left an indent on there. You left an actual indent on my skin.
I'm sorry, honey. You should not have tried to grab my face, though.
Well, I did, and now I am in pain.
Well, have you learned your lesson?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate. Also, I could have downloaded that. I was using Windows 7. Yeah. Windows.
Where am I? Oh!
Oh, that is a stream we're going to have to do, and we're going to have to do it this month.
Huh.
We're going to have to take a couple hours this month to do a special goodbye stream. We'll have to make a list ahead of time to all of the things that we want to do on the goodbye stream, because there is something else ending in 2020.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's actually not, because there's a lot of people who are coming up with alternatives, which people who originally had it formatted for the original thing won't have to reformat for it.
Yeah, but it's getting your hands on it. It's also like a lot of people are not reformatting. A lot of people aren't going to try. A lot of people haven't touched those.
What I'm saying is several people have attempted to create applications that can play them without needing to reformat them.
That's but I mean, like, is that going to put the computer at risk though? Are we going to be able to have that? The goodbye stream to what you aren't, Unis Honest. No, we're not trying to be. This was something that was announced that it was going to disappear even before Unis Honest even started.
Yes.
And that is all of the Flash games on the internet as of December. Flash is not going to be supported anymore, and all of those glorious Flash games are not going to be playable. So I wanted to have a kind of remembrance stream in honor of all of the Flash games, and I was just gonna create like a list of all of like the top Flash games that there were. I want to do
Red Code.
Red Code.
Red Code.
I had never played Red Code. I want to do
Red Code
Defend
was
Your
like...
Castle. I would like to play Destroy the Ecosystem, also known as the Fishy Game. I want to play.
That game already exists in other platforms.
Does it? Did they transfer the Fishy Game over?
I mean,
yeah, but even if they transfer the Fishy Game over,
Fishy Game, the fish.
It's still when you're talking about Flash games, you have to play all of them.
But what I was saying was the Fishy Game was based off of the non-Flash game, actually.
I've never played or heard of the non-Flash game.
Well, that's because it was on in television years ago.
I've only ever heard of Destroy the Ecosystem.
I will destroy your ecosystem, and you will enjoy it.
Honey?
Yes.
I want you to think about what you just said, and I want those words to never come out of your mouth again. Ever.
What?
Ian?
What?
Ian? Just there are some things that I know you tend to talk before you think, but you really sometimes shouldn't.
What? How did you? I meant like legitimately. What did we get here? Okay, it's people I don't care. Wait a second. Denzium? Denzium? Heck yeah, Denzium.
Okay. Oh, actually, there will be more means to play them. I saw a video about it. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. That would be awesome.
You shall be destroyed. You too.
The Truck Dragon. That's another one.
Heck,
Like all of the Neopets mini games, but they've been like slowly getting rid of those for a while now.
Excuse me? I had my freaking spider ball up, you silly, silly game.
I miss Neopets. I miss Gaia Online.
Neo.
I mean, those are both still there. I just haven't played them in forever. But I used to play Neopets and Gaia Online.
We have a launcher with Gaia Online, I thought.
Gaia?
No, never mind.
We have RuneScape.
Nope. I was thinking of something entirely different.
Modiatis?
Nope. Don't worry.
Newgrounds will be fine too, since they're making an app. You can still play the games there. But as far as Flash, yeah, that's gone. No, and the thing is, if you have an app, that's one thing. But you can't just have the app. You have to, like, some of these games only existed on these obscure sites, and you have to be able to. You can't download the game and bring it elsewhere. You have to go to the obscure sites to play it.
Excuse me, you have to?
Yeah. I remember I used to just look for silly Flash games. Like, that used to be my pastime. It was just finding the silly Flash games, and I really just want to play them. I just really want to attribute to all, because people were so creative with that. Defend Your Castle is, to this day, I think, one of my favorite requiring no thought idle gaming of all time. Right, says Plush. I don't know. Like, before everything was consolidated on a single search engine, people would find out about these random sites, and you would hear about them because you'd get an MSN or an AOL message about it when you had the IM messaging up without people knowing about it. What? That's how we found everything. There wasn't. We didn't go to YouTube and
No, I know.
see what was on trending.
It's just laughs.
Oh, because I sound old now?
Yeah.
I don't care. I miss it.
I didn't even use AIM.
We didn't really use AIM. AIM was kind of out by the time we were in middle school, but we were on MSN Messenger. Or Yahoo.
Use
Yahoo
those.
Messenger. Because we didn't have smartphones. We didn't even have cell phones.
Yeah, I didn't have a cell phone.
I mean, like, by the time I graduated, my mom finally came and got a cell phone that my younger sister and I could share. But what we had was we had all of the computers in the library on like 3 different sections of the library that had computers, and we'd have our MSN logins, and we'd have people just spreading things there. We didn't use our own personal emails, although I had like 8 different emails at that time because I was trying to build a GeoCities site, and then Google murdered all of GeoCities, and then I had a Zynga site, and then that got murdered, and then I had there was a lot of them. CinemaScape Studios. That ecosystem though.
Yeah.
Plush, I'm not gonna read that comment aloud, but I am gonna show it to Ian to read.
Bonk. Goat. Oh gosh.
Super Mario 63. Oh man, yeah.
Ah, Super Mario 63. Yeah, that's right.
I would love to do like a gaming through the ages series, where I'd like to just maybe spend a certain amount of time on like a Sega and a certain amount of time.
Imagine if we could find a copy of like the best-selling game of every year, and that's just our goal for the rest of the year.
Is just to play since the dawn of time the best-selling game of each year.
Yeah.
But I don't always agree with that the best-selling is the best game.
No, you don't have to agree with that, but I'm just saying.
Okay, well, here's what I think we should do.
Okay.
We should look at like the top 20 list for each year.
Okay.
And we should pick between 1 or 3 games that we think were the actual best games of that year. And if we don't know any of the games on the list, then we just go with the best selling.
Got it.
But whatever year Echo the Dolphin came out, Echo was the best game.
It wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I don't even know Echo.
What game do you think was better than Echo? Oh, and I want to do computer games too because I want to play King's Quest V. Did we actually play King's Quest V on the channel?
No.
We started to, didn't we?
No.
I got it.
Oh, hello.
We did play Loom, and we did play Monkey Island, and we need to play the sequel for the Monkey Island series. Ultimate Flash Sonic was a good game too. The only thing that made it difficult is that there was literally no invincibility frames in that game. And you know that at some point we're gonna have to branch out. We're gonna have to be like,
We got 2 out of the 9.
The top game for each console. We're gonna have to start splitting. What? And we're gonna have to have the top game for each console and also the top PC game. And how are you gonna match with the indie darlings, because the indie darlings don't have AAA.
Excuse me, Undertale won Game of the Year from many sites.
Which wasn't the best-selling game. That's why I said best-selling isn't always the best indicator.
That's fair, but Hollow Knight did extremely well, and so did Undertale, and so did FNAF.
CinemaScape Studios says, since the dawn of time, the year 600 BC, the game hit rock with another rock.
The game hit rock with another rock. Gosh. We had 2 rocks. No, we got 2 sticks for a whole platoon and 1 rock. And we gotta share the rock. So fuck up, Marine. You're very lucky. Yeah.
And it sounds like Red vs. Blue.
Nope. That's a legit quote from Sergeant Johnson. Yeah, legendary difficulty. That's what he says to someone. He's like, You hit Marine? No, sir. Then listen up.
Me. When are you gonna play the Mario and Luigi RPG series, AJ? Patience.
Well, that's on the DS.
That's not even, unfortunately, a matter of patience. That's a matter of it's on the DS.
Yeah.
And we have absolutely no idea. We have tried to get a DS game to work on the channel before. It was not streaming.
Gate must be destroyed.
So if we can find a way to get the DS to be streamable, then I have no problem doing the series. But it's genuinely a logistical thing, and it's because of the dual screen.
Yeah, the shape of the dual screen, without making it either A, look bad, or B, removing the whole dual screen.
Right. So we were able to stream. We were able to stream one or the other of the screens, but we have not actually found a way of being able to do them both.
Okay, what's this? What's behind you?
Yeah. So that's why that is what that is.
What is there?
I do want to share, just because in case we don't get to do the stream on it, I want to show you when I say that I've discovered Dragon Warrior Monsters. For those of you who don't know, Dragon Warrior Monsters is like the evil version of Pokemon, where instead of getting like Pokeballs to catch things with, you just throw meat at them and hope that they decide to join you. But if you have like 3 enemies that appear at once, if you're throwing meat at the enemies, if that's what you're doing to try to entice them to join you, you at that point cannot control what your own party does and who they're attacking, so you can't control the order that they kill people in. And only the last monster standing is able to join your team. But wait, there's more, because there's monsters that you can only get by combining other monsters. But unlike Pokemon, where you can take them to a Pokemon breeder and you get an egg, and you keep your original Pokemon, in this game, when you get an egg, the other two monsters go back into the wild. But wait, there's more! You can only have 19 awake monsters on the farm and 19 asleep monsters on the farm, and you can't piecemeal pick, okay, this one's awake, this one's asleep, this one's awake, this one's asleep. You just flip them back and forth, which makes it really difficult to pull them out. Also, that means that even though there's over 200 of them, there's only space for, 38. And by the way, 2 of the party members that are with you, for reasons beyond my comprehension, count towards the 19 awake monsters that you have on the farm.
Wait. What do you mean? Okay.
I mean, when I was playing, it said, oh, you don't have space for more monsters, right?
Right.
I checked the farm, I only had 17 monsters on the farm, not 19.
Okay.
So when it said you don't have space for more monsters on the farm...
It meant only 2 of your party members, though?
No, that's right, because you can't deposit the 3rd one.
Huh.
I don't know. All I know is that it is a freaking nightmare. And it made me sad. But anywho, so I have decided the ultimate 3 monsters that I want on my team, and I've made this nice little chart about how I'm going to get the ultimate 3 monsters. And then this is just the list of all of the monsters that I have to catch, the pairing that I have to... I'm gonna show this because I've worked very hard on this. So yeah, this is the chart for the monsters I'm going to make, and then this is just all of the monsters that I have to catch, and the order that I have to catch them in, and the pairing that I have to do with them to get the monsters that I need to get, so that I can actually get my final... Like, I've become super freaking obsessed with it.
I've noticed.
And
I think
I want to play so badly. But it is so frustrating. Like, the whole... Oh my... It is so frustrating. Wait. Okay, remember Binary Man? I know it's stupid to bring him up, but it's just funny. I remember Binary Man.
I remember Miley Cyrus as well.
Yes. Conspiracy theory, I think they're the same person.
Yeah.
Also, the first Mario and Luigi game is on the Game Boy Advance, so we can do that.
But then...
No, that's true.
But then... What happens when we get hooked to to learning more about Mario.
And plus,
And
there's
Luigi.
Paper Mario at least.
Oh, yeah.
And Super Mario RPG.
Both of those are not part of Mario and Luigi franchise.
On the
However, they are
SNES.
both
But I do want to play
RPGs.
Paper Mario. I want to play the 1,000-Year Door.
Yeah, 1,000-Year Door is like...
Nerd. I'm just joking. You can get back at me if you want.
Okay. Nerd.
Wow. Alright, let's see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on the Unus Annus Reddit. Oh, wait.
There is no Unus.
There is no Annus.
Sadness.
I'm taking it much better than you are, apparently.
Yeah, also, we are 20 minutes past time.
No, we aren't. We're 40 minutes before time.
Oh my gosh! We literally had this conversation, what, 45 minutes ago that no, we were not extending the streams yet? Alright, okay, well, congratulations in honor of the fact that it is November 14th, which I'm sure is important. We are officially extending it so that both the Saturday and the Sunday live streams will be 2 hours long.
Yay!
Okay now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, now let's end it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What Unus Annus Reddit? There was no such thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. What's Unus Annus? It sounds like a good channel.
Oh right.
Freaking Wade.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw this because I was also on Twitter, and like a half an hour before the end of the stream last night, Wade posted something along the lines of, "Hey, so apparently Mark and Ethan have been doing this whole other channel thing. It sounds interesting. Like I'll have to check it out tomorrow."
Which, just it's gotta be that.
Yeah. God, I can't believe it's over.
I know, Mr. Frodo. It's over. It's finished.
But I think my favorite part leading up to the end was just how much everybody else was saying it wasn't going to end, and they're like, "Yo, guys, like, we're not pulling a trick on you. We've literally been saying this since the start."
Yeah, but people just don't think it's possible for anyone to purposely get rid of stuff.
Yeah, especially when it was like doing so well.
Yeah.
But they had to do it. It's what made it what it was.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, my channel's just gonna be like a purge. I'm just gonna go through the old videos and be like, nobody needs to see this anymore.
No. Keep it. Don't purge.
I have some things that I have to purge for reasons.
Unlist them, but don't purge them. And then just like, hey, for these really old things.
Those things involving other people.
Okay, fine. That's fair.
Any content that is old that I just think is subpar, I'm leaving up.
Okay.
Because I want to show my progress as a YouTuber, but anything that is old that is involving people who I'm almost certain would not, first of all, that I know have no respect for me, and second of all, that I'm fairly certain do not want to be associated with the channel any further, as much as it pains me, I'm getting rid of those videos. The only exceptions are if they were minor or in the background of other videos. I don't feel like we should have to destroy our own content.
Yeah.
But like the 50 subscriber video, for instance, you gotta get rid of.
Yeah.
And some of the vlogs we're gonna have to get rid of. That's okay, because with moving on from the past and finally actually taking a moment to move on from the past, because I think that's kind of one of the other things that's been holding me back, is I never actually took a moment to cut off some of the things that have been holding me back, and I feel like I need to go through that process so that I can also move forward with my content. I saw this funny tweet from a YouTuber I watched, and he possibly jokingly said, "Is Markiplier dying or something? I don't understand. His honest is what now?"
Oh my gosh. What is honest?
Which YouTuber? Oh my gosh, Wade just posted too.
What did he post?
Oh wait, where'd he go? It's like, hey, Markiplier and or Crank Gameplays, you guys want to make a streaming channel if you're still alive? Thinking we stream for 1 minute day 1, 2 minutes day 2, etc. until we get to 365, then we go in reverse. We could call it a Dubos Honest.
Huh. Gotta be something to do. There it is. Okay. That's what. Ah!
I just.
I really want a follow-up tweet from Wade about Unis Honest. That would have been hysterical.
He did.
He did?
Oh, he's did the whole in all seriousness.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then he also posted, everybody looking to fill the void of Unis Honest being gone, I present you with the next greatest thing. My first upload, please be nice, and literally it's a link to his first upload from like 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh. Wade. To quote Mark, shut up, Wade.
Yeah, no, I know, Blush, and it's hilarious that so he's like, yeah, they said it, with just the A and one N, but he can't send it on the chat the way that they sent it because the chat will block his message from being sent.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, well, we found the last key. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? What are these doors? Actually, hold on. I know which pathway. It's gotta be this way. Yeah, about that.
Am I not following? I thought I was following.
Following who?
Ethan.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
Gosh dang it.
I want to do collab projects. There's so much that I want to do. And I'm trying to remind myself that if I try to do everything that I won't be able to do anything. But I'm definitely right now just in a mood where I want to do things and I want to create things and I want to make things.
Well then, get to it.
I am getting to it.
That's what I did with modding. Speaking of everyone, Eldritch Horrors.
Aside
and Elven Honors. And now a new mod that has also been announced on Halloween.
Okay, so aside from
Probably the
the
scariest
last
one yet.
aside from the last like 7 pages that were dedicated to just my obsessive self.
You used the same notebook?
I couldn't help it. I needed to. It needed to be done. I had to do it. It's not necessarily not for the channel. It's important to me. I needed it. I took it's 3.5 pages. And by that I mean it's
AJ, I can't believe you would do something like that.
We officially have the official book of AJGC. Don't think you can see it because
Did we already have an official book of AJGC?
no, we did not actually have an official book of AJGC. We had random notebooks that we put notes in, but we did not have an official book of AJGC. This is the official one, where we are putting all of our secret projects. Now, before we had things where we were just writing lists of potential games to play, this is a step beyond lists of potential games to play, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil anything. But
Too late. You spoiled so much, AJ.
But I have every intention.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. Bridge motivators engage.
Of starting in on some actual projects. Which reminds me, Plush, I need to speak to you on Discord about one of the projects.
Well, we're about to get the next movement thing and the last key.
Awesome!
Well, the last key for, well, this boss. Nice try, War Wasps. Ooh.
Life in Pixels, it's just my way of spoiling, says Plush.
Here we go.
Also a thing that I'm working on that's not separate from Life in Pixels. It's kind of separate, but not separate. But I'll talk to you about it on Discord because I'm not gonna spoil everything in the chat. But yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Y'all here. Y'all just waiting for me, huh?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Hi, good Tiff boy. I know you want to go for a walk, but Ian decided to double the length of the stream. You good boy.
We didn't even walk you until like almost 10 though today.
But sure, of course.
If you remember, AJ. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. The media is not available because it includes content you've chosen not to see. And because it may contain sensitive material. It's literally just Mark and Ethan sitting on either side of the countdown clock, and Twitter's like, this contains sensitive material.
Mark and Ethan are sensitive. Now.
I'm just gonna put always show sensitive media because they apparently think that my emotions are so sensitive that I can't handle looking at pictures of Unisonus's last moments.
Stop lying. Did you know you're a good boy, or did you? Oh, he's licking my toes.
That's really weird, but okay. I won't either. You have my word, AJ. But it's honestly a good thing because you guys are almost done with Prime 2 anyway. It's true.
We are.
Sif, that cannot possibly taste good. Just come over here. Sif, come here.
How much time left?
You have 26 minutes.
Perfect.
From your total extended theft of time.
Yes, perfect. That's perfect.
Good boy, Sif.
That's all I need to do in order to get to this boss, I think. And then in between streams, I can actually grind, since I should have, in theory, everything. I do declare.
7 minutes of heaven and 7 minutes of hell was funnier than it had any right to be. True story, especially since, oddly enough, and I wasn't the only person who saw this, but a lot of people noticed that Ethan's 7 minutes of heaven looked more painful to Ethan than Mark's.
More disappointing and painful than Mark's.
7 minutes in hell were painful to him. Ethan looked so truly disappointed. Alright.
You know what we just got?
A razor ball.
Nope. Heck yeah, we got it.
It looked like a razor ball. Screw attack. Sif, come
B
here.
while in the air, press B again to space jump, press B repeatedly afterwards
Good
to screw
boy.
attack.
Who's a good boy? Oh yeah, you wanna come up? Oh yeah. Good boy.
You do gotta time it properly, otherwise.
Come on, up. Oh yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on, good boy. He jumped. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? I love you. Oh good boy. Oh yeah. Come here. phone again?
I can't. My hands are...
I mean, I cannot reach the phone where it is.
Why not?
Just...
Hello.
I took a couple of screenshots during the final week. Oh, awesome! Who's a good boy?
Man, apparently Mark and Ethan had the secret channel that, wait. Unfortunately. Oh!
Good boy, Sif.
Make it here.
Alright, he's like, I got your attention, now take me out.
Here's if I can go above it. Aw, seriously.
You were hoping that it would have, like, no ceiling?
Yeah. Because who thinks of that crazy idea? Okay, so let's see if in the light room, where does that go? That goes down. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Down. Been there. That should lead right there. I know why. I know why. Okay. So that means yes.
I screenshotted a comment of someone saying, I watch Unis Honest for the plot. Well, it shows Mark and Ethan doing some unwholesome stuff.
Sounds about right.
It pretty much sums up the channel, doesn't it?
I mean, Una's Honest is definitely one of those channels you can do that too. There's a lot of shows people say that take things that look bad out of context.
You didn't have to take things out of context for it.
No, not for Una's Honest. Don't make me destroy you.
The one video that I really, really wish I could have, just to show people, because I think it really captured all of what Unis Honest was, is just the last video, yeah, where Mark and Ethan are running around begging for more time. And then they end with them at the coffin in their suits. That was good. The when Ethan kidnapped Mark.
You did organize this, right?
You did organize,
yeah.
or the part where he's having a pick between the peanut butter and the almond butter, and Mark's like about to pick the peanut butter, and he's like, but I thought, because we were friends. Yeah, for the plot. The bodybuilding one was, I didn't see the bodybuilding one.
Let's not forget the second video, and then also one of the last videos.
The second and the second to last?
Was it the second to last? I don't believe it was actually
It was the second to last. That's why they were saying, oh, we should have made it the last one, and they're like, but we had to have the sleepover for the last one.
Ready for this, AJ?
Yes.
Watch me. Wall jumping extraordinaire.
Okay, you got it.
You know what this means? We got the third key. Where is he? Hi.
Hey, Sif. What are you doing? I don't think he knows what he's doing. Like, it was hilarious, especially with Ethan, yeah. No, and the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, I love Markiplier. He's one of my favorite actually, he is my favorite YouTuber of all time. And just somebody that I just really look up to, but that channel could not have happened without Ethan.
Yeah. No.
Like, love Markiplier to death, but his energy and what he brings by itself could not have created Unis Honest. Like, the energy that Ethan brings, it had to come from well, a lot of times it had to come from Ethan, because Ethan brings...
And Amy.
Oh, and, well, Amy brings, like, a lot of the ideas, but Ethan brought...
some of the jokes from her saying stuff on
I'm
screen.
talking about the sometimes almost ADHD-esque like randomness and what
Almost.
yeah, but you couldn't like there was nobody else who could. I don't think they could ever pull off what Ethan did on that channel, and like the more I watched it, the more I was like, how come I haven't been watching Ethan stuff? Because I didn't know he had his own channel. I'd seen him because I'd seen him be a guest on Markiplier's channel before, and he was like one of 2 people that I'd seen that used to routinely be guests on Markiplier's channel.
You talking about Tyler?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, Mark and Friends.
I don't even remember.
It was a long time ago. But then I was like,
what's even happening?
It just used to do.
Thai guy.
I don't know. I just remember he used to be there, and then all of a sudden he wasn't.
I mean, that's like, I remember back in the day with Yummy Mash with Mark, but
yeah, no, but
because
if you remember the Yandere Simulator, when they did the intro, that was
all 3 of them. Yeah,
that was all 3 of them, and that's kind of the trio that I always used to think about when I thought about Markiplier. I always used to think about not just Markiplier, but Markiplier and Friends, and those were the 2 that jumped in my head. And I did not realize.
But
no, I for when they're gaming, yes.
Got it.
But yeah, Bob and Wade were never like in the videos that I saw. So when I was like, oh, he's doing things with Ethan, and then part of me was sad. I was like, oh, but Tyler's not a part of this because then he'd come back. But then it just hilarious.
I remember watching the first time I was introduced to Ethan back
in 2017. First time I was introduced to Ethan back in that one laugh vid, where him and someone else would use a bunch of stuff to try to make the other laugh. Yeah. No, he's oh my god, he's hilarious. But he does a lot of I guess it's crit gameplay. Sounds like it's Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And I need to watch. I need to definitely start watching.
Here we go.
Because it's really interesting. I used to, whenever I watched, like, the whole gameplay, I would be like, first I'd be like, okay, which one of these videos is from Markiplier's perspective?
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, which one of these videos is from Jacksepticeye's perspective? And that used to be like, those were the videos that I watched. And more recently, I will actually see a video from Mark or Jack's perspective on some video, and my first thought will be like, well, let's go find Wade's.
I mean, I used to watch Wade's. Well, I used to watch Bob when he first started, but
Sif, what are you doing?
Oh.
Sif, get out of the corner. Are you stuck? Sif, get out of there. What are you doing? Did you just you got stuck behind a lamp? What is... Come here, silly.
Okay, AJ?
Come here. Yeah, Sif is like, I don't know what to...
Hey,
I like
AJ.
to look back there and the entire lamp is shaking. Yes, I see it. But did you see that?
Yeah,
like
I saw
the entire lamp table was shaking. Sif, baby. Sif, baby.
Uh-oh.
You got this one battle is all you got.
Yeah. This is it.
This is the final battle?
No. This is the final battle for this area.
Okay, well you said this is it in a way that sounded decisively more final than that.
Probably some of the best music out of this trilogy. Right here.
That looks horrifying. Oh, why the tentacles? Why are there tentacles? It's like a jellyfish with a spider wrapped around it.
Rogue security drone, heavily armored, light mechanoid, lightly armored foot joints are vulnerable to bombs and boost attacks.
You're going into this battle with 2 health already now, 3 health already now.
Excuse me? I boosted into that. That should have worked.
The first vid I saw from Mark was the Surgeon Simulator stream. I'm trying to remember what was my first Markiplier video. I don't know that I could accurately say what it was.
One of his Amnesia compilations.
Was yours?
Yep.
Back
when he only had a couple thousand.
I honestly, when I think about Markiplier, my first videos for him were not even gaming videos. They were gaming videos. I think my first video from him was something where he was just goofy. I'm gonna go through, look at his videos from like way back when, and see if I can figure out what my first Markiplier video was.
I gotta read more.
Okay.
Logbook.
Why did you bring up tentacles, AJ? That's a little sus if you ask me. Look, okay, I did not design that monster.
The Draxus. Are vulnerable. Damage will eventually render it. What joints?
Yeah, no, I did not see any of these videos. These are all gameplay videos, gameplay, yada yada yada. Definitely not. Ah, he did Dead Space, and he did all of these. Wow. So I missed a lot of Markiplier history.
Yeah.
These are all really short videos too. He looks so young in these videos. I think, okay, I need to jump ahead like 3 years probably. Cause the ones from Jack, well, you probably figured what series it was because of how old I was at the time. That was Happy Meals. Yeah, I remember I got into, when I first started watching Markiplier, that was slightly before he dyed his hair red. And I started watching Jacksepticeye after Mark dyed his hair red. So I remember they were doing it. I started seeing all of like the fan art where it was like, oh, Jacksepticeye and Markiplier are buddies and whatnot. I'm like, oh, who's this Jacksepticeye person? It was definitely. He was already a bigger channel when I found him. I did not find him that early on. Actually, no, it was a gaming video. It was a gaming video, and it was when Slender came out. Because that's the first time Slender the Arrival. Because that's when I first started watching
The Arrival, not even the original 7 pages, but The Arrival?
I did not see, when I looked through his videos, I did not see Slender 7 pages because...
It would have just been titled Slender.
I don't see it just a Slender... I see Slender Prison.
That would have been accurate.
I watched, it would have been the Slender video, because when Slender came out, that's when I started, what, in your wrist?
No, I meant, we got to the next phase.
Nice. with Slender, 7 pages came out, that's when I started watching YouTubers playing video games. And the reason is because I couldn't get it to work on my phone. So I could not enjoy playing it myself. And so instead I was having fun watching YouTubers get scared playing the game. That was really when I started watching Let's Plays. But probably I was only watching his Slender videos because I didn't watch any of his like Drunk Minecraft or anything like that. I very specifically for like almost 6 months only watched Slender Let's Plays with like the occasional Happy Field Let's Play. I started watching before FNAF, like I would say like 3 months before FNAF. FNAF was probably another one that got me back into Markiplier, because probably before then I would have been, yeah, like Slender all the way. No, because, okay, so here's what it was. I would have been watching Slender, then I would have stopped watching Markiplier and Let's Plays altogether because I started watching Equals 3. And that's pretty much all I watched for a bit was Jennifer was in Equals 3. And then Mark started putting out like just heartfelt vlogs. Like really heartfelt vlogs for a bit. And that's what I'm trying to find is like when I like really got into it. Because there's a difference between the first video you saw from a person and when you actually like got into their channel, you know? And that's what I'm trying to find is like when did I actually get into his channel? So hard.
Ah, I got it.
This is like, I don't know why this is so important to me to find the video. Yeah, I forgot about that video. The I'm the Doctor video. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was such a long time ago.
Oh. Entered another phase. The glass on his head broke open. Oh. Oh. That's... looks good.
Why can I think it was when they started having like Markiplier animated. That's really what I remember first was the Markiplier animated stuff. Like 6 years ago. Yep, and there's FNAF. So yeah, so there it is. I watched his Slender, then I stopped watching it. There was his animations and then his FNAF. That's how I got back to Markiplier. Yep. That was 6 years ago. Wow! Because FNAF came out in August. I started watching YouTube for the first time back in May of 2014. Wow, geez, that's trippy. Yeah. So yeah, so I probably got into watching Markiplier a couple months after you because, like, as I said, Slender, everybody was playing it, and I was watching, like, everybody's vids, and I was watching the prank videos, and I was watching the Gimme $20 videos because that was hilarious. I still think that's hilarious that they did that. Do you know about Slender $20 mode?
Yeah. They had to remove that mode because
They removed it?
yeah, when they wanted to start earning money off of it, they had to remove it.
Oh, I didn't know that was a copywritten thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd have just licensed it.
Can I even, like, stun you at all? No. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, so there we go. Now I feel like I've gone down a trip down memory lane. Yep, and then he did the ice bucket challenge. The box.
Oh, I would have made that.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop. This is making me sad, and I don't know why it's making me sad because his actual channel is still there, but it's like whoa, I watched him before you and I was 10. Like yeah, like as I said, like I was not as into Let's Plays way back when, which is like okay, I've been trying to build a YouTube channel like since 2011.
What? Oh my gosh.
I've come out with multiple iterations of YouTube channels. My first major one was in 2011. It's called I Am AJ 2011. I don't think it exists anymore. I've searched for it. I've not been able to find it. I've even searched I Am AJ 2011, and it's straight up like the channel.
Oh my gosh, this guy is so...
Yeah, no results found. There is no such thing as I Am AJ 2011. That channel does not exist. I don't know what happened to it. I had several uploads on it. I never deleted the channel, but it does not exist anymore, and I don't know.
You're so annoying!
I don't know where it went to. But then I created a new channel when I went back to school. That would have been 2012, and I went back and forth on creating content for a while. I was uploading a video like every single week for a while, but they were all vlog related, and that was I had Psychobabble Writer was one of my channels, and that was all about the writing process and things that I learned about character creation. It was very dry, honestly. Couldn't always come up with things to say because I was trying to make it informational, which made it not entertaining. And then there was Entertaining Brian.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Which was because my brother Brian was the only person who actually watched my channel. So I started making videos for him, and some of those videos still exist. And what I would like to do at some point is to bring them up and like react to my old videos on the channel. That'd be hilarious.
Nice try, Quadraxis.
And then
Ain't getting away with that easily.
Then there was when I went to NYCA, I had a channel called Finding AJ, which was going to be my journey of finding myself. And then I'm just like, that's just
That was such a unique boss fight.
It was too much. It was more than what I wanted. I wanted it to be fun, and I wanted it to be fun. And then I was like, what do I actually enjoy doing? Like, what can I... Ignoring trying to pander to other people and what I think people want to watch, what do I enjoy doing? And I was like, you know what? I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy being the main character in these mini stories, and that's when I kind of switched over to, wait, let's play these games. And that's how the channel came to exist. Yeah.
Just disappeared.
There you have it.
So let's turn this in.
There you go. Now nobody asked, but there I've given the entire history of the HHGC channel creation.
Let's go turn this in and then.
Wow.
Okay, which way is that way? Is the straight way, and then that leads back that way. Okay.
This has been a crazy ride. The last couple of years have been a crazy ride, actually. Even though, like, for this last one specifically, I seem to have, like, checked out of the last year. Which I need to check back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you checked out for the last year.
I feel like I checked out, though. was saying it checked out for the last couple of years. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying it checked out for the last couple of years?
Let's see here. We gotta put this thing in.
That's what you're saying, you jerk! I have not checked out for the last couple of years.
That's fair. Yeah.
But definitely for this past year, I've kind of just been letting life happen to me and not really controlling it, and that's definitely something that I want to make my life happen. I don't want to just let my life happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, you've been kind of dead for most of 2020, but it's okay.
I mean,
it's true. I can't even argue with it.
no. Can't.
It's just,
I'm sorry. I don't want to say it.
There's nothing I can say in my defense. Just like 2020 has been so.
I gotta do the saves.
It's like I let go of the reins.
You did.
And you don't have to pitch in. Just like grind it.
No, I'm saying like setup wise.
I have to. But. Oh, I did let go of the reins setup wise. That is true. Like Ian sets up all.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the streamer now.
I can't argue with that either. I can't run the channel without him. But I mean,
you should be able to. It's your channel.
I should.
And that's kind of why I've been like multiple times. I was like, okay, and I want to do this, and you're like, but if you do that, then we can't do this. We can't do the channel. And I'm like, no, that's not the point I'm getting at. I have to do your drudge work. I should get something out of it. Not even I should get something out of it. Just ow.
2020, yes, but not any other year. Yeah. So I think I had been doing okay, and I think I had been improving, and then it's like I hit a wall, and it's not just the channel. It's like every aspect of my life almost. I've been taking a back seat. And there's some reasons for that, some of which I don't really want to go into. But it's definitely it's time to take ownership again. And yeah. I have steps in place. We're gonna see what happens. It's gonna be a thing. It's kind of been Ian's game corner for most of it. Yup.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I have started taking the reins a little bit because more recently I have been the active player for one of the 2 weekly streams. For a while, I was not the active player on either of the weekly streams. Then we had Pokemon, which I got to be in charge of, and then Hollow Knight, which is the other one now. I have been toying around with changing the name so that it was like our game corner, but Ian keeps telling me not to, so that's never gonna happen, guys.
Yeah, no, it's not. I am here while it is fun, I am here mainly for AJ's benefit. And she is helping me with things, and I'm helping her with things, and we're just doing it like that. And I've always wanted it to be her game corner. Also, so that way I don't feel bad where I'm like, I don't want to do additional work.
Yeah, and plus it's like, yeah, it's not like I'm any better, so yeah, I can join the club. Yeah, and the thing is, like, just this year was so weird. I feel like a lot of people probably are in the same boat, but for as much as, like, I could use that as an excuse, there are other people who really were like, no, I'm gonna take this chance and I'm gonna do everything I can with it.
Yeah? Do you want to give an example?
We've been talking about them forever, so we don't have to give them as an example. Also,
that's what I was getting at.
Well,
speaking of, there's a mod for FTL that I created.
Oh yeah, no, see, I'm over here like checking out entirely, and Ian's over there like embedding himself in the modding community and actually like teaching himself coding and everything. And there's just so much creativity going on off camera that Ian's doing, and I'm sitting here like, yep, I exist.
And yeah. Anyways.
It's a collaborative effort, but it's AJ's Game Corner. People join the corner, but they don't own it. AJ owns it because it's her channel, her thing. Aww. Thank you.
Exactly.
So yeah, so this is...
That's going to have to be it, though.
But we will be back tomorrow with Hollow Knight, which I will be in charge of. Mwahaha!
Yeah.
We're actually getting pretty far in Hollow Knight. I'm getting better at platformers, I think.
You are.
But we're not getting pretty far in Hollow Knight. Is that what that expression was?
You're about halfway through Hollow Knight.
I'm only halfway through Hollow Knight?
You haven't completed any of the actual, like, main objectives.
How, with all that I've done... How much more of the map is there to do? Do I only have half of the map unlocked?
You just recently got one over half of the map unlocked. And you also haven't explored all of those areas that you have unlocked fully because there's still things
I thought I
you need
was
to upgrade.
so much further along in the game.
Nope.
Anyway, well, I will be back with Hollow Knight tomorrow. In the meantime, thank you for stopping by. We love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, don't forget to stay determined. And we will see you later. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We are 65% done with items.